If you've ever thought about what really goes into the bread you eat every day, making it at home can feel like a small but meaningful shift. In this video, we're breaking down what actually matters when choosing the best non-toxic bread maker and what it's like to live with one day to day. I'm genuinely curious, when you think about making bread at home, is it more about avoiding certain ingredients, or is it the satisfaction of baking something yourself? I've also left links to the current prices for each bread maker in the description if you want to explore them further. We'll begin with the KBS 17-in-1 bread maker. As we start with this machine, what becomes clear almost immediately is how much flexibility it offers you as a home baker. You have access to 17 preset programs that cover a wide range of recipes, including basic white bread, whole wheat, gluten-free options, and dough-only cycles. You can choose between different loaf sizes and adjust the crust color to suit your preference, which allows you to tailor each bake to your household rather than adapting to a one-size-fits-all setting. The digital control panel is straightforward and responsive, guiding you smoothly through each step of the process. As you continue using this bread maker, the ceramic-coated bread pan plays an important role in the overall experience. It's designed to release loaves cleanly once baking is complete, so removing bread feels simple and controlled rather than messy or frustrating. The interior space gives dough room to rise evenly, which you notice in the consistent shape and texture of the finished loaf. The stainless steel exterior adds a solid, grounded presence on your countertop and is easy to keep clean between baking sessions. From a technical perspective, this machine operates with carefully timed kneading and baking cycles that support proper yeast activity and steady heat throughout the process. The delay timer allows you to load ingredients in advance, making it possible to time fresh bread around your day, whether that means waking up to a warm loaf or having one ready when you get home. There's also a keep warm function that maintains the bread's temperature for a period after baking, which adds a layer of convenience without rushing you. When you slice into bread made with the KBS 17-in-1, you can expect a soft, well-structured interior and a crust that reflects the settings you selected. For many home bakers, this consistency is what earns it a place in conversations around top-rated, non-toxic bread maker options, especially for those who value reliability alongside flexibility. Next, let's move on to the Elite Gourmet bread maker. Shifting to this machine, you immediately notice its compact and approachable design, which makes it well-suited for smaller kitchens or anyone who prefers a simpler setup. The programmable control panel gives you access to multiple bread and dough settings, allowing you to prepare everyday loaves, sweetbreads, and doughs without needing to constantly monitor the process. As the machine runs, the kneading paddle works steadily, combining ingredients into a smooth, elastic dough. The baking chamber is designed to distribute heat evenly, supporting consistent rising and baking. A viewing window on the lid lets you check on progress without lifting it, so you can stay connected to the process without interrupting it. If you've ever used a compact bread maker like this before, I'm super interested to hear how that experience compared to larger machines you might have tried. Technically, this bread maker focuses on reliability and ease of use. The preset cycles handle kneading, rising, and baking automatically, and the internal temperature control helps ensure similar results from one loaf to the next. The exterior remains cool to the touch during operation, and the machine feels stable on the counter, even during longer baking cycles. When you use the Elite Gourmet regularly, you can expect bread that feels familiar and comforting, with a balanced crumb and a crust that works well for slicing and toasting. It's often mentioned positively in non-toxic bread maker reviews by people who want straightforward performance without extra complexity. Now we'll transition to the Neretva bread maker machine, which brings a more refined, modern feel into the lineup. As soon as you place it on your counter, the stainless steel body gives it a clean, contemporary presence. Using it feels intuitive thanks to a clear digital display and a selection of preset programs designed to accommodate a wide range of bread styles, including longer dough cycles that support extended fermentation. One of the most noticeable features is the ceramic-coated bread pan, which is designed to reduce sticking and make cleanup easier. As you add your ingredients and start a cycle, the kneading system works smoothly, forming dough that rises evenly and predictably. You can select different loaf sizes and crust shades, allowing you to fine-tune the final result to your taste. From a technical standpoint, the Neretva bread maker uses controlled heating and consistent timing to support proper dough development throughout each stage. The delay timer adds flexibility, letting you plan baking around your schedule rather than the other way around. The lid seals well during operation, helping retain heat and moisture inside the baking chamber. When you cut into a loaf made with this machine, you can expect a tender interior with a balanced structure and a crust that feels natural rather than overly dry. This thoughtful approach is why it's frequently compared to the best non-toxic bread maker options by home bakers who value both design and performance. Moving on, let's take a closer look at the KBS Pro stainless steel bread machine. This model is built for versatility, and you feel that as soon as you explore its range of programmable settings. With multiple bread modes, dough options, and specialty programs, it gives you room to experiment while maintaining a sense of control. The digital display is bright and easy to read, making adjustments simple at any time of day. As you use the machine, the ceramic-coated bread pan contributes to a smooth baking experience. Loaves release cleanly after baking, and the pan's construction feels solid and durable when you remove it. The interior space supports larger loaf sizes, which is useful if you're baking for a family or prefer to make fewer loaves less often. What shapes the baking results is a carefully controlled heating system designed to promote even baking. The automatic fruit and nut dispenser releases add-ins at the appropriate moment during the kneading cycle, so ingredients are evenly distributed without manual intervention. The delay timer and keep warm function give you additional flexibility, allowing fresh bread to fit naturally into your day. When you slice into bread made with the KBS Pro, you can expect an evenly baked loaf with a consistent crumb from edge to center. This balance of capacity and control is often what places it among top-rated, non-toxic bread maker discussions for larger households. Finally, we come to the stainless steel automatic Cuisinart bread maker machine. What stands out here is its compact, polished design, which makes it easy to fit into almost any kitchen without feeling bulky. The stainless steel exterior feels sturdy and refined, and the control panel is clearly laid out, making it approachable whether you're brand new to bread machines or coming back to one after some time. When you begin using it, the baking process feels smooth and well-paced. The machine handles kneading, rising, and baking automatically, and the interior chamber is designed to encourage even heat circulation throughout the baking cycle. The removable kneading paddle makes it easier to take the finished loaf out cleanly, and the viewing window allows you to check progress without opening the lid or disrupting the temperature inside. From a technical standpoint, this bread maker is built to deliver consistent results in a smaller footprint. It supports multiple loaf sizes, offers adjustable crust control, and includes a delay start feature that lets you plan baking around your schedule. The internal temperature regulation keeps each stage of the process steady, helping yeast perform predictably and supporting a reliable rise from start to finish. When you use the Cuisinart regularly, you can expect bread that feels familiar and dependable, with a soft interior and a crust that works well for everyday meals, sandwiches, and toast. It's frequently mentioned in non-toxic bread maker reviews by people who want reliable results without a steep learning curve. As we wrap up, choosing the right bread maker really comes down to what fits your routine and your priorities in the kitchen. Each of these machines offers a slightly different balance of control, capacity, and design. But they all aim to make home baking feel more approachable and rewarding. Honestly, I'd love to know which of these stood out to you most and what mattered most in your decision, let me know in the comments because I'm genuinely curious. If you want to take a closer look, I've left links to the current prices for each bread maker in the description so you can explore them whenever it feels right.